Chris, you look like you sell, what is it, like salt something? Dead Sea salt lotion at the mall? No, come here, try it. It's $5. What are you gonna love it? It's good. Come on, let me get your email address. I'll send you an email. We have a deal. You like deals?
I feel like Jerid has never looked cooler.
You'll see me again. Don't worry.
Like,
well, no. What? Damn, I don't want to explain it too hard. But he said he's never seen me cooler, and I said, "Don't worry, you'll see me again." You know?
Oh, that was a thing. Wow, you all look so good. I don't even know how to start this.
Are you complimenting yourself or us?
No, I don't feel very good right now.
Why?
You look great.
He did have a little breakdown pre-show.
I didn't have a breakdown. I just.
Oh, this is now my fault? Oh my gosh.
It's not your fault. I'm just saying, like, when you're taking a picture of somebody who's self-conscious, it's not good to go, ugh. Oh,
no, Shane was like, make sure you keep pushing the button, but he wanted it specifically in portrait mode, and I was like, well, it's not yellow, which means you're too close or you're too far away, and I was like, let me get situated before I can fire a million shots. Admit that it wasn't me, it was the circumstances. It was hot outside, you're wearing something you don't love.
You yelling at me while also dressed like a real housewife in all Gucci is like too much for me to handle right now. Hey, welcome to whatever the hell this is. Bougie edition? I thought, listen, I'm running out of themes for the episode. And then I thought, we should do a bougie edition. But I'm too cheap. So I got knock off everything. So everything you guys are wearing is fake.
Which, honestly, it's pretty iconic. Jerid, I have to say, I know you've worn some great things on the podcast, but this is hands down the best.
Oh my God, wait, we can't be talking about our clothes without playing.
Oh, come on.
The song. Hold on.
Fashion update, what's he wearing? What's the outfit for the day? What's got Jerid looking sexy? Why does Chris dress oh so gay? What dumb shirt did Shane buy now? That's why his money's gone away. Fashion update, what's he wearing? What's the outfit for the day? Fashion update, fashion update, fashion update.
Ryland looks great.
Stop.
Thank you, Jerid, for including me in a song I wasn't a part of.
So that was part of it. We had it edited. Not a big deal.
Yeah. Okay, so actually, let's start with Chris because Chris's is custom. So it might not be real designer, but it is real Etsy lady.
It's called bootleg.
Bootleg?
Yeah, this is all bootleg stuff.
Yes, very bootleg.
But that's custom bootleg.
Oh, yes.
Very luxurious.
So you created the text that didn't exist?
No, so I got a Supreme knockoff shirt that says Bears Only on it.
Wow.
The only one in existence.
this is the best shirt ever. I can keep this, right?
Of course.
Because I need it.
That's not going to make your boyfriend jealous when you're walking around town with him and it says Bears Only?
I mean, I just have to wear it.
Feels like it's welcoming in more.
No, I don't mean like. Well, now I'm second guessing it. I really liked it.
Unless I think anyone who doesn't know what a bear is just gonna be like, that's kind of weird. Because there's a large portion of the population that has no idea what a bear is.
Yeah, no, Chris is the only bear awareness there is, really. I mean, I've never seen somebody...
Fair awareness. Well, you look beautiful, Chris.
Thank you.
And I remember to give your llama, your alpaca, his own outfit. So, well, maybe she's a she. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. She's fluid. We got her a fake Fendi outfit.
Jumpsuit.
Oh my God, you know what I just realized? That's a real Louis Vuitton bag.
Is it?
So she's the only person in the room that has anything real on.
Dang. Can I say the thing that was making me giggle earlier?
Oh God, what?
So I think I know how to explain how we look in like a movie about drug dealers,
Okay.
Okay, so let me start with Chris. Chris is like the street level pusher. You know what I'm saying? He's down on the block. He got his first necklace. He got the shirt. He don't got the full suit yet. But he's out on the streets doing his thing,
Yeah.
Then you got me. I'm a little more cocky. I got the gooch, It's like I got lions and roses because I'm dangerous, but I'm beautiful.
He's released an EP.
It's very me. I know myself at this point, or I think I know myself. Then you got Ryland. Ryland is like, he's at the clubs, you know what I'm saying? He's like hanging out with all the fucking, he's being social.
I'm at the day club with my child at home.
There you go. You're selling like 20 here, 20 there, whatever the case may be. And then you're like the big boss. Because the big boss, because this is the thing. You think about, he got the little chain. It's probably fake. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. No. But in real life, he's like, okay, I got to at least to the other guys look like I got some jewelry.
Right.
So maybe it's half real. I don't know. But mine's real. He looks up to me.
Oh, yes.
Because I got the big chain.
Of course.
And then Ryland, he just got his dog. He's like, that's kind of the flex. It's a cool dog.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I don't need a flex. I wear a cool fucking jacket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the most gangster shit to not flex. So.
Low key. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Now I feel a little bit better about myself. I appreciate that.
I'm just saying. It's like,
Because I did have like a mini meltdown 10 minutes ago. But it started.
Very boss move to have a meltdown. Like, honestly,
True.
bosses, that's why, but you had someone with you
Yes.
to cool the boss off.
To cooled me off. I went upstairs. I used a blow dryer on cool settings. And I got rid of it.
Damn, boss tip. I never heard of that.
Really?
Like,
Oh my
that's like
God.
a personal AC.
Wait a minute. Boss tip.
Whoa.
Is that okay? I'm not going to steal cheap tricks, but I will
No,
take boss
but you
tips.
could evolve cheap tricks. You can level it up.
Okay.
Boss tips.
Boss tips. Yes, if you are a sweater like me and you need to like de-sweat as fast as you can, use the blow dryer, but there's a button on it that is a cool setting. And you can use that and just boo, 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 and it's like a little mini air conditioner and you will be instantly dry.
Does every blow dryer have that? Or
Yes,
are those only the bougie
sometimes
ones?
they're hidden. Sometimes they're under the trigger and you're like, what is this pointless button?
And how
damn,
cool?
a little reach
What degree
around.
of temperature would you say you're reaching?
Freezing.
Oh, yeah. That's especially for head sweaters like myself. I'm a real bad head sweater. Genius with the blow dryer. Gotta try it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, and really quick before we really get into everything, I just want to remind you guys that we have new merch that we love, and we're oh, I see.
Oh,
God,
the
you're wearing
reveal.
Wow, it looks so good. Yeah.
Join the club.
Not
Yes.
designer, but
What
I just
I'm the designer.
the hell was that?
Well, no, killer merch as well. Yeah, new merch. We got Conspiracy Club shirts and hoodies. We have the Hope You Enjoy Whatever the Hell This Is sweatshirt and hat. And yeah, hopefully you guys like it and check it out.
ShanedawsonMerch.com.
Yeah, so my meltdown was because we were all outside doing a photo shoot, which was so fun because the pictures I got of you, like, whoa. I was honestly, like, not just saying this, I looked at those and I was like, whoa.
The incest.
I feel like I haven't touched the gram since.
You're just literally like driving me crazy. I was looking at you and I was like, wow.
I can't be proud of my brother
got
because he
a
looks
half
good in a
mast.
picture. That's me.
Well, I mean, coupled with last week's episode, it's
Whatever. I was proud of you. I was like, you look like a star, baby.
Thank
he
you.
is a star.
As the boss, I was like, you know what? You're promoted.
Wow.
Chris's photo shoot went amazing. The Bears Only. By the way, this is when, remember in the episode where you were like, I don't know if God is real. Did you have a moment when I took a picture of you in your Bears Only shirt and I didn't even realize until after that there was 2 bears behind you in the picture? That's when you're like, God is real. He did that. Who else could have done that? I didn't do that. You didn't do that. God did that.
What do you mean bears?
There was a little bear, a flower bear, and then a little statue of a bear.
Wow.
And now you guys can't see it, but there's a bear right next to Chris too right now. I mean,
It's true.
surrounded by bears. And then Ryland's picture is very dog mom. I got very natural paparazzi celebrity. They're just like us shot.
Well, I haven't seen them yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Oh God, here we go.
Well, I'm just saying,
He's gonna
like,
judge them. Oh my God, sorry. I just got an actual email from Gucci.
whoa,
Wait, what?
what did you order us?
Oh, never mind. No, it's not. It was another Amazon Gucci product that didn't arrive on time. Anyways,
I'll call. I'll let him know. Don't worry about that, boss.
thank you.
Gotcha.
No. Okay, so this has been a very interesting day. We've had a lot going on. We all kind of went our separate ways. Like we woke up and we all did our own things.
I went to Village Inn,
What is that?
one of the greatest breakfast restaurants on earth.
Who'd you go with?
My mom, my grandma, my dad.
All your friends.
All of you are sleep. My
All my
only
friends,
friends. Our only friends.
Wow. Wow. Good. Did you have fun?
Got a Santa Fe skillet. Pancakes on the side. Fantastic.
Jerid, you went to.
Yeah, whenever I'm in Colorado, I like to, go to a different dispensary and dabble in their selections. So I did a little bit of that today. I also just, I like to get out. I like to drive around a little bit. I like to bump Drizzy. You know what I'm saying?
Super gay.
And then me, I just worked out, and that was about it. I didn't really do anything interesting. And then Chris, you got monkeypox?
You're really good about working out, by the way.
Thank
you
you.
seem to I don't know. I always want to start, and you always just do it, and it's really motivating. But I can't. I'm really bad at I need to work out.
It's actually, just so you know, if you want like a good excuse, it's healthier to never start working out than it is to work out and then stop and then start and then stop and then start and then stop. Yeah, because it's just bad for your muscles to keep getting torn and rejuvenating all the time.
I mean, a nice little power walk's never going to hurt, though.
Well, yeah, but no, you're right. But like working out to a certain extent.
I hear you, those heavy weights.
I said it's a good excuse. There's still the word excuse in there.
So basically, I'm never going to start working out.
It's never bad to make it's never bad to make the effort and to do that.
No, your body's great, but you do have monkeypox, I think. Or no. Or
If you have monkeypox, I hope you're not around me right now.
I actually legitimately thought I had monkeypox because, okay, what happened was, like, the last couple days, I've been feeling not well. Like, and I think I mentioned my allergies have not been well, and I've been usually when I take my allergy medication, I'm kind of okay, but it's been really bad recently, and I feel like I can't breathe, and I've woken up in the middle of the night like actually convinced I can't breathe, like just not.
Sorry, I was sitting on your face.
Well, there's a lot of elements. You have
that.
the altitude. We probably don't eat the healthiest when you come to town.
Maybe, but I don't know. I've never felt like that before, but something was up. Something wasn't feeling normal, and then I was also feeling itchy and just weird, and I woke up and I looked at my hands as I went to begin editing or putting together the footage from the last podcast. And I just saw bumps all over my hand. And I was like, what the heck is that? I looked at my other hand and there are bumps on my arm. And I was like, okay, maybe I got bit by a very aggressive mosquito that just went crazy. I don't know. It was really itchy. And then I went to shower and I took off my shirt and there were like bumps, 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 bumps. And it looked like a horror movie. And I've never seen that on myself before. And I was like, what is happening? And I definitely started panicking. And then I Googled, what does this mean? And what different types of... I know, you should never Google. Googling your symptoms is the worst thing. Don't do it. But I did it. And nothing looked like it except for monkeypox. And then I look at the symptom of monkeypox, and I've had all of them. Every single one.
You've had burning butt?
I've had... Well, it didn't say that.
Really? I heard that was number one.
Wait, real quick. What are the symptoms? Like
flu, severe headache, exhaustion, chills, and I've had all those things
lava
for the
butt.
last couple days.
I've heard lava butt is literally number one. Like it feels like you shit and there's a torch in your butt.
It didn't show it when I Googled it, but maybe that's later on. But and itchiness on the spots or whatever, all this stuff. And so I was like, oh my god, I have every symptom. I have monkeypox, and on top of it, monkeypox are spreading more in the gay community than any other community. They're getting hit harder than anybody.
But you're not sleeping with somebody other than your boyfriend, right?
No, correct. But I mean, in theory, if it's spreading like crazy, and even if you were in a gay club and skin to skin rubbed on someone, it could spread.
Were you in a gay club?
I wasn't. I thought about it, but I'm just being paranoid is the point. And so then I'm like, okay, I haven't been feeling well, and I'm itchy, and I have bumps, and it's like a horror movie, and I just spiraled, and I was like, I need to go to the doctor. And also I was like, if I have monkeypox, the worst, I would never forgive myself if I gave everybody here monkeypox. So I was like, well, yeah. So I went to the hospital to make sure I did not have monkeypox, and they seemed scared. The nurse was didn't want to touch me, and she was like, "Oh, where do you not have bumps so I can put a thing?"
Well, if you're running in saying I have monkeypox,
I didn't say that.
Really?
I didn't mention it at all.
Wow.
I went in and she's like, "Oh, why are you here?" And I was like, "I haven't been feeling well, and I have these on my hand." She's like, "Oh, what are those?" And I was like, I don't know." And then she was like, "Oh, and they're on the left side too. They're on both sides." And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, "Oh,
did she leave and come back with a hazmat suit?"
And but she wouldn't touch me. She was close and got further. She was very sweet though. And then she was asking me all these questions. She's like, "Have you been intimate with anyone recently?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm in a relationship." She's like, "Male or female?" I'm like, "Male." She's like, "Oh, it's spreading worse in the gay community." And I was like, "Oh no!" And I texted Shane this, and then she went away, and she everyone else saw the nurse and then had to wait in the waiting room. She's like, "Let's put you in a room right now." And I was like, "Oh no!" And I went in the waiting room for what felt like forever, and then the doctor came in and was very careful and was like, "I need to take pictures," and she was taking pictures of all my bumps.
Ooh, and sounds like us earlier.
Examining my body.
I'm not trying to make jokes. I make jokes when I feel bad for you.
We both make jokes when it's uncomfortable. but yeah, so that she took pictures and she examined it and all this stuff, and she was like, "Okay, it's not monkeypox, But she seemed worried at first, in my defense. But then she's like, no, I believe, because she asked so many questions. And I'd recently gone for a bachelor party to Big Bear with friends. We all went in a jacuzzi. And she's like, this looks like you went in a jacuzzi and your hair follicles are infected or something. I don't know, whatever. Basically, because of the jacuzzi in Big Bear, I now have my hair follicles are
Yikes. Are you going to tell the Airbnb lady? Are you going to be like, hey, I got monkeypox?
That's right. I don't trust those standalone hot tubs. We barely trust our own.
So wait, who is in the hot tub?
Yeah.
Important question.
Yeah. Thanks for...
How many gay guys were in that hot tub?
Glad it wasn't monkeypox.
So
but who was it? Just you?
I was the only gay person Ryland asked.
So is monkeypox something to make the world hate gays?
Conspiracy.
And then the worst part, really quick, the doctor touched, I have these 3 lumps on my body, and she was like, oh, these are cysts. You need to get those cut out, removed.
Well, you've had those for months, Chris. You need to get those checked like 3 months ago when they appeared.
I know, but she made it scary.
Okay, here's what I will say. I knew it wasn't monkeypox because that I just knew. Like I usually, like, I saw it and I was like, okay, it's probably an allergic reaction. I knew it wasn't monkeypox, and I felt bad for you because I know how it feels to think that you have something and then convince yourself you have something, and now you are, have monkeypox. Number 2, the lumps that you have, that now that woman scared you and said it could be cancer. It's not cancer. I don't believe it's cancer. I think you're going to be fine. And I also think it's kind of an interesting thing that me and you both share, which is we both are slight hypochondriacs, think that we have a lot of things going on, or like think we might be dying, we might have cancer, we might have a heart attack. But then, like, the things that are probably actually important to take care of, we don't do. Like, I have had...
Drives me crazy.
A huge lump on my leg. For 6 years. And, like, it's very legit. And I am like, it's probably something bad. And I just, like, have not done anything about it.
He'll make a dentist appointment, but he won't go get this huge lump on his leg checked out. And I'm like, Shane, you got to go find a doctor. Same with you, though. It's been months, Chris.
Yeah.
So you've got to figure this out.
For a while.
But I work every day. I literally don't have time.
Yeah, but if you're dead, I'm not manifesting that. And I know I'm not saying you have cancer, but I'm saying, like, your body is the priority,
Would you guys mind... Real quick, I just want to give a quick shout out to somebody, because shout out to my wife, Sandy, because I would be exactly like you. Yeah. I like, you go to the dentist, I probably wouldn't even do that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
I would just, they got so many cool options if you want to, like, go teethless these days. They got, like, they'll grind your teeth down to look like a fucking iguana lizard, and then they put just, like, chiclets in your mouth, so everyone looks so funny and shit. But so I go the chiclet route, the wood route. Actually, our grandpa was so irritated about having teeth, he pulled them all out himself and got wooden dentures.
Seems sane.
So we're doing way better than them. You know what I'm saying? But Sandy, she will pretty much not make me, not like an aggressive way, but any little thing, I'm going to the doctors. And I really, and there's been a few times where luckily she did that because, she advocated for me and it was something I needed. So, yeah, so you should definitely get checked out, though, just because I care.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Both of you.
Well, I'm glad that you got it taken care of and looked at today. Gross about the hot tub. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And also, I have had that before, the hair follicle thing. I usually used to get it on my chub rubs. I also stopped Googling symptoms when I get sick and stuff, because every time I would Google it, it would come up as like some insane like STD, which would then make me question everything. And then it would make me look over at you. And then I'd start going through my head being like, did he really go to Trader Joe's? Did he really go to the core yoga?
I mean, well, you wouldn't know because you won't get my location for some reason.
Yeah, I don't understand that. People have like locations on their phone where you can look at people locations like in your friends and family. And I'm like, how do you even do that? And why would you want to do that?
So that you know where I'm at.
Oh, I just gave Chris an idea.
I mean, I was just going to say I very much relate to what you just said, because when I thought it was monkeypox, I was like, well, aren't they saying you get that from like intimate contact? I was cheated on again. I'm not going to lie. My brain went there for a second.
No,
I like wanted to cry. But it's not that.
Did you confront him?
I said something I shouldn't have.
What did you say, Chris?
I called him and I was like, you didn't cheat on me, did you? And he was like, what? No.
You've been planting the seed, though, because I saw it on your Instagram, too. No, like, you've been... I wouldn't say plan. You're like low key manifesting it, Chris.
Oh
No.
God!
You
no,
chose
don't
the
say
question: Is your
that.
boyfriend cheating on you on that anonymous
You are
Instagram
kinda
question?
doing that.
I'm just answering all the questions.
I don't know if that's like something you should be filtering those questions.
I do that too, though. You manifest your biggest fear.
Oh,
And it's
God,
like,
don't tell me
I'm
that,
not saying you're like
though.
overtly manifesting, but you're like what's the word? Covertly manifesting it.
No, he's been the most honest person. I'm
not saying he
So,
isn't.
so
I don't want
then
that to happen again.
what you need to do is you need to never, ever say it again.
I won't.
Because he's a good person.
You're right.
Because that's the thing with me too, is I used to manifest, oh, this person's going to turn on me, this person's going to turn on me or whatever. And then they would turn on me. And then I'm like, I probably manifested that. Now I go into friendships or relationships or anything like that. And I'm just like, wow, I feel so grateful to know you. And so whatever. And then if it turns out bad, you know, God did it. No. Anyways, yes. Oh, STDs. So yes, I always think it's an STD, and then it turns out to just be chub rub in a different place. Anyways, have you ever had any histories with STDs?
Woo! I've had a lot of scares in my day. And it's dark when you have to like run to the clinic and you're like, oh my gosh, praying.
Run to the clinic?
Waiting for the results. It's the worst 4 days of your life.
Damn, you didn't have a car?
Well, I ran to my car.
Oh.
Wait, why did you have so many STD scares? Maybe I don't like that I just asked this.
Do you remember when we first started dating?
Well, yeah, but that was my fault.
Wait, what?
I don't remember the details.
Okay, so we had just started dating, and then I got what looked like some sort of rash on my dick. And I Googled it, and it looked like, you know, mixture of some kind of herpes situation.
A herpes cocktail?
Yes.
Love it.
And I was like, oh my God. So then I was taking pictures of it and sending it to people being like, what does this look like? What does this look like? Not pictures of my full dick, but like zoomed into just the rash.
That would be like such a funny thing if you actually just took a picture of your dick and sent it to people. Hey, what does this look like? Best answer wins.
No.
Okay, but it was a zoom in on a rash. We get it.
These were people in my life who I had talked to about it, and they were like, send me a picture. Like, anyways, so I start calling my ex, and I'm like, oh my God, whatever. And he's like, oh my God, how nice to talk to you. And I'm like, did you give me herpes? And then I start calling anybody I've ever been with.
And you know what that does to everyone you call? Then they're freaking out, then they're running to the clinic, and everyone thinks they have herpes,
But
and
that's
it's
a good
disruptive.
thing. You helped a lot of people go get checked out.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was encouraging STD testing.
Love it. Boss move.
Low-key sponsored. So then I'm convinced now. I'm like, I have an STD. Oh my God, I've never had one before. This is really bad. I'm freaking out. So then I go to the STD place, which was so scary. I get tested. Turns out it was not an STD. It was just a rash on my dick because I was using it too much.
Oh.
Damn, that was
Wow.
a motherfucking flex, bro.
I really was.
Dude.
Wait, hold on. Which, by the way, then I had a flashback of my teens, and I remember I had a similar rash on the underneath of my dick because I was, you know, playing with myself too much.
So you were just having too much sex?
It was like a friction burn.
Wow, good for you guys.
Because
Nice, dude.
so then neither of us had STDs. I started trusting you again, even though now I don't, because you just said you used to fucking run to the STD testing place multiple times.
Yeah, we've talked about my grinder days. This was before you.
That's so crazy. I saved you from monkeypox. Because if you weren't with me, you would 100% have monkeypox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not.
Wow, that was very open and vulnerable of you.
Yeah.
By the way, get checked out.
Yes.
Do that and be responsible.
Yes.
Yes.
And as Lil Wayne would say, great sex is safe sex. So lay up that latex, because you don't want that late text
Oh my God.
saying, I think I'm late text. Shout out to Lil Wayne, one of the goats.
Shout out.
Little-
Hey, okay, sorry to interrupt the show, but I am so excited because our very first sponsor has come back because you guys supported it so much and I'm so grateful. So thank you so much to you guys, and also thank you to Buffy for sponsoring today's episode. So as you guys already know, Buffy makes award-winning bedding. It's soft on you and it's soft on the earth. And of course, my favorite thing they make is the Breeze Comforter, which is made for hot sleepers like myself. But don't just take it from me. Take it from one of our beautiful testimonials.
Huge thank you to Buffy for lacing up Shane's guest room with the Breeze comforter. I myself normally don't even use comforters or any kind of blanket. They just make me hot. I wake up in a pool of my own sweat. But thanks to their technology, I woke up cool, dry, refreshed, and feeling like $1,000,000. Growers unite.
Wow, he killed that. Buffy also offers a 7-night at-home trial so you can experience it before committing to buying it. Shipping is free, and customers also enjoy a 100-night free return policy. So for 20% off of your Buffy order, go to buffy.co and use promo code GROWER. That's buffy.co, code GROWER, for 20% off of your order. Thank you, Buffy. Thank you for not making me change that. And thank you guys for using that promo code so much, because that takes confidence. So thank you so much to Buffy for sponsoring this episode, and also thank you to you guys because you supported it so much that they came back. So that means a lot, and we appreciate it. All right, hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. Bye.
I love it.
Oh, Chris, have you ever had an STD scare?
Today?
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't need to ask that.
I'm always scared about it all the time. I'm just paranoid. Like I'm paranoid if I like sit in a public toilet. I'm like, I have all the STDs.
Why would
Like,
you sit on a public toilet?
like clean it and put all the paper and stuff? But you never know. I'm just scared about it all the time, and like all the time. And I have had one STD. That's how I found out I was cheated on.
What was it?
Chlamydia.
Should we kill him?
Ooh, that's a bad one, huh?
Can we kill him? I have some
At the
rage.
doctor's office, the doctor said you have this. So inform any partners. I'm like, I've only been with one person for years, and then the doctor like went from very cold and clinical to, oh, I'm so sorry, and then I started crying, like actually crying, and yeah, that's how I found out. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's how I found out I got cheated on. I got. The doctor said that, and I remember just asking like a million questions, like how can you get the STD? And he was like, oh, intercourse. And I'm like, okay, but how else? And he's like, no, that's it. And I'm like, surely there's some other way. And he's like, no. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense.
He's like, no, there's
And
not.
so-
and my name's not Shirley.
What are the next steps with chlamydia and the relationship?
Chlamydia is much easier than the relationship.
Whoa. Okay, not
The
to,
relationships are harder pill to swallow.
you did it. I was gonna say
That's
not,
a good one.
not to make a joke because I don't want to be like, whatever. But like, yeah,
But
that's
it's,
merch.
so chlamydia is curable though.
Yeah, you just take a pill.
Oh, I didn't know if it's something that comes because there's some things.
Acting like he doesn't know what it is.
Oh, please.
Is it herpes that
Acting like
can
he's some
flare up?
connoisseur of STDs earlier. Oh,
herpes.
many scares.
Herpes is forever. Yes.
Wait.
Herpes is reoccurring.
Wait. So, okay, sorry. Okay, keep going. So you found out,
It's the only STD I ever had, for the record, and I was
and it wasn't even
cleaned
your
of it.
fault.
know.
That is
That is so
criminal.
horrible.
And that's the frustrating thing is like I've never been someone who hooks up with people. I've always been in like I've only been in a couple long-term relationships, and like I don't like hookups. I'm very scared of STDs. I'm very careful. Like I use condoms. Like I'm very like I don't know. So it's very upsetting that.
Can I ask you like just a couple questions?
Sure.
Not rapid fire, but like kind of quick ones, right? So, question.
Yeah.
How long did you feel whatever sensation was causing you to think I should go to the doctor? Like a burning sensation in your penis?
Burning. I remembered my balls specifically.
And did you
but-
tell your boyfriend at the time, like, oh, I have these symptoms, and they just looked at you?
Like, what would he say if you say that? Because I would think like if I was him, putting myself in his shoes, I'd be, oh shit, I'm caught.
Yeah.
You know, my dude's
Yeah.
gonna go find out I got chlamydia. I got it, or maybe he didn't know. You know.
I don't know, but after the fact, after finding out and after confronting my ex, he was like, I remember I said, oh, I was like, I have chlamydia, you cheated on
Did you
me.
tell him that day,
What was
like
the-
right
yeah.
after the hospital?
Wait,
Right
wait.
after.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Right after the hospital, I went home and told him, like, I have chlamydia, you cheated on me.
Did you need time to like kind of contain yourself and figure out how you're gonna go about it, or like was it right away? You walk in the door and you just kind of confronted him.
It was right away. I'm very impulsive, but I can't.
I mean, I
hold
can't believe you
things
didn't
like
call
that
the
back.
motherfucker on the way home. I'd be screaming from the clinic.
I wanted to be face to face. I wanted
Right.
to confront him. And
Smart
like-
move.
that's
Smart
like-
move.
sorry.
Pro
And-
tip.
and
That's
I
iconic.
I wanted to
When you
like,
said
but I also wanted to see like you can tell a lot in someone's eyes when you say something, right? So
Okay.
I wanted to see his reaction,
Mm.
and he gave like an Oscar-winning performance where he was like, "Wow, I don't know how this happened, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it."
Ooh.
And I was like, "What? There's
It's like, oh, there was definitely a
When you-
bottom involved.
When you
I'm like, there's literally no other way.
When you found out the truth, or when you got validation, how did you not murder him?
It took months, a couple months at least,
Well,
a few months to find out the truth.
Can I? Okay, just to circle back a little tiny bit in time. Did you said it was a Grammy or an Oscar-worthy performance?
Grammy.
Was there any moment where you believed this Oscar performance where you were like, oh,
Yes.
okay, so you believed it. So my next question is, what was the span of time in between you finding out you got the fucking clap or whatever they call that one,
yeah.
and you break up with this guy? Like, how long did it linger on and all that? And when was, like Ryland saying, the moment that you thought, okay, clarity, I got cheated on, I need to get the fuck out of here, you know?
Well, it was a very long, messy process. It was several months, and it was, the more I thought about it, there was just zero other option. Like, I had not been intimate with anybody else. There's just literally no other possible
Being
way.
literally gaslit for
Was
months.
there options
Yeah.
that you thought were feasible because you were just, in denial?
No, I couldn't think of another option, but I just believed him.
Wow.
But there was no other option, and that made me like doubt myself and feel actually insane.
Okay, so you ended up getting out of it though, right? I'm sure that was like a lot of time, and it felt like tearing the fabric of your life and whatnot, right?
Yeah, it was the most painful thing I've probably ever been through. We went to therapy together to try to figure things out because I now had so many trust issues and even more, more than I already had. And through therapy, like he continued to lie to the therapist and saying I had never cheated and all this stuff. And then months later, one day I come home and he's like sat on the couch and was like, I need to tell you something. Finally admitted.
Why? What
And
made
how
you
did you
finally
not kill
admit?
him?
I mean, I
That's
loved
every question you've asked.
Well, how did you not kill him?
That's a fair.
And how did you stay
Don't
with
cheat
him
on Ryland.
afterwards?
It sounds like you're trying to ask him how you killed him and how something in like the most non-incriminating way. How would you have killed him, but you did not kill him?
I think I'd
How
go to
did you
jail.
not
I'd kill
kill
Shane
him?
for that.
Okay, so you didn't kill him, obviously, right?
No.
But so
Okay, did he? Why did he admit after that long?
I don't know. I really don't.
how
know,
did you take it?
actually.
What was the moment like? He said, "Sit down," and
my
I
God.
did it.
In a way, it was like a huge relief. In a way.
Yeah, like because you and at that point were like, did my body create chlamydia? Like, am I like an anomaly who creates diseases?
Well, I just thought, like, again, like toilet seats, this, shared drinks. I don't know. I just thought, like, all these insane things. I'm like, maybe it was this, maybe it was that, maybe.
Did you think it was me at any point? In my toilet seat?
No.
Okay, good.
No, but it was just really hard. And then and it didn't get better even after that. I didn't leave right then, which I should have, but I didn't. By the way, I was the one who was broken up with to make it worse. But,
Oh wow.
Later on, too, months later.
And do you feel like at this point you're able to be like comfortable saying you're past it to a degree, or like where are you at now in the process? How long ago? Well, you don't have to say how long ago it was, but like how about this? Let me ask you a different question. If someone came up to you and started explaining to you a very similar scenario to what you went through, what kind of advice would you give that person to help them can start to move on and start to like get better? Is there advice that you could give to somebody?
I don't think I have great advice other than the things I've said in the past about, like, in the moment it was the most painful thing ever and I felt like my life was over and I genuinely considered taking my life, and it was, all the worst possible thoughts someone could have, I had. And just like literally all my things were being taken away from me, and like, we had everything, bank accounts, apartment, everything was shared and everything was ripping apart, and I already like planned the rest of my life out together, and I now couldn't imagine a future anymore. I didn't want to even try to have a future anymore. Like, none of it mattered anymore. And so I hit that point, and like, I guess the only thing I could say is I've been in that moment of it's over, it will never get better, and you're so sure of it in the moment. And it does get better eventually, and you just have to hang in there.
I think it's important to talk about this because I think what you experience, and not to be like, diagnosing somebody who I don't know, but to me, it sounds very similar to stories I've heard of people who are married to or been in long relationships with like sociopaths and narcissists, psychopaths, things like that. And those are all disorders. So I'm not trying to judge. If you're one of those, I'm not trying to judge you.
People
But
could just be pieces of shit too.
well,
what I'm saying?
but when you're in that manipulation cycle of the gaslighting, the excuses, the making your life so intertwined, the bank accounts, the this, the that. Like therapy, by the way, I learned this from a therapist who told me this. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist or somebody like that, couples therapy is actually a bad idea, because that's where they learn what triggers you, how to what makes you happy, what this, what that. They're learning.
Yeah.
So then they learn how to control you even more outside of therapy, which is really scary. So I'm happy you're away from that situation. I'm happy that I don't know that person. They're not in my life and they're not in your life anymore.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, like, you know, have you talked to your therapist about how to recover from being in a relationship with somebody like that? Or
Well, we started to, but mainly because of financial reasons. And like, again, all my financial belongings were taken away from me, like everything. I came home to, like, after the breakup, I ended up getting the apartment back after fighting over it. That's a whole other thing. But I came home to an empty apartment. And so like this year has been me like slowly, I literally just got a TV again. And like, thanks to you, I had a couch, and thanks to, you know, like, but I all the money I had has been going to rebuilding my life this year. And so I can't afford therapy at the moment when I need it the most. So I haven't been able to talk to him about it. The moment I like figure out my life a little
Do you
bit,
have
I'll
health
go back.
insurance?
I do have health insurance. I pay so much out of pocket for
Then
it.
you should look into it, man. Most
do you
health
really?
insurances will
Because
offer it.
here's the thing, and I'll pay for your therapy, obviously. I pay you to be on the show. I don't want people to think I'm not paying you.
No,
But
you do. Yeah.
what I will say is, like, that you need to make that a priority, just like the bump in my leg and just like, you know, the multiple bumps on your body. I think it is important for you to deal with this.
Yeah.
And you know, we have to figure out how to make that work, because yeah, being in a relationship and getting out of a relationship like that, it takes a long time for your brain to adjust to, like, oh, my life was not real. I was in a weird cycle with somebody who was controlling and manipulating a lot of situations. And then you look back and maybe you glamorize it and say, like, oh, but they did this for me and this for me. It's like, well, yeah, they do nice things for you. They leave breadcrumbs to keep you coming, to keep you there.
They were such a nice person.
Don't
It
get
makes
lured
my-
in by the free chips and salsa, man.
It makes my stomach
Never.
turn that they could keep that going for so long, making you internalize that you got chlamydia outside of them, knowing they had given it to you.
How else though is a bullshit artist gonna react though? That got to be like, you know, just the fucking default. And by the way, obviously, awesome of you, you know, to offer for the therapy. But I do say that because a lot of insurances will cover it, because it is a concern, and a lot of people take mental health very seriously. And it's also good for like anyone watching this. You know, if you have insurance and maybe financial reasons are why you're not going to therapy, definitely look into your insurance plans. A lot of therapists also work on a sliding program where, let's say, their basic rate is like $100 for a session, but if you show them on my taxes I only make X amount of money, they'll charge you a rate based off of your income. And I'm just saying this more of like a
Blanket,
you know, like
yeah.
a PSA, you know, like look into options before you. It's like the old saying, people say, I've tried everything. There's no way you've tried everything. You know what I mean? Like, you've tried a lot. So maybe give that a try. Look into your options in that sense, you know, because it's important to get therapy if you've gone through some shit.
Can I ask also, like, in your current relationship, the things you've dealt with in the past and previous relationships, how are you feeling in your current one? Like, are you feeling like you're bringing that baggage?
Yes, 100%. And this person knows that, and they've been really nice and kind and patient with my craziness. But I feel really bad sometimes because my current boyfriend has done nothing to make me feel like I've been cheated on at all. They've been the most open, honest, almost too open and honest sometimes, but that's a different thing. But yeah, there's definitely times where, like with the monkeypox thing earlier today, and I was like, oh, I got it from him because he cheated on me. And it's so unfair to him that,
I mean, that's such a big trigger for you, though, like having had such a brutal experience previously.
yeah, I mean, both my long-term relationships with people, the only two people I really trusted and gave my everything to in my life, cheated on me, both of them. So it's like, you know, these were both very long, several year long relationships, and I don't know, it's very hard to trust anyone.
And I think you are such a nice person, and I think you have a good heart, and I think you also, maybe childhood stuff too, because I feel like I'm similar in that way, where like I want to help people and I want to, you know, I open up too fast and all these things, which are based on childhood issues, which are also toxic. Like, I think a lot of people, when they say like I'm too nice, like it's also bad to be too nice because it's selfish. It's like, I'm so nice and then I'm mad when you're not as nice as me. Like, that's selfish for me to be like that. That's another thing I've learned in the last few years. But I think you might attract people who, not saying your current boyfriend, he sounds great, but you might attract people who you're almost like, you're attracting people who will hurt you and who will, you know, because you're looking for someone to manipulate you and somebody to kind of take control of your life and somebody to kind of do all these things for you and all these things. But people who want to do all that usually aren't the best people.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like your current boyfriend is like that.
Well,
from what I've heard.
I mean, and you can tell me if this isn't something you're comfortable with, but doesn't he also know the feeling? Isn't that one of the things that you guys had bonded about?
Yeah, he had been cheated on as well, and that's something we bonded over.
And so at least he knows where you're coming from to an extent.
My ex said he was cheated on. He understood me on that level too, though.
Yikes. Well,
so it's like, it's tough. I mean, I am bringing totally unfair baggage into this relationship, and it's not fair to my boyfriend, and I apologize for it a lot. But I don't know.
Listen, to your current boyfriend, okay? Because I wasn't around for this last situation. For your current boyfriend, if you do anything to hurt Chris, if I find out you did anything, I will not kill you. See, I got around it. I will not cut your dick off. See, got around it. I will make your life a living hell so that you want to cut your own dick off. And I say that 100% with all truth.
If you're miserable in a relationship, I mean, you never know how things evolve, but I would think if you're miserable in a relationship, if you love the person, you should do them the decency of calling it off before you do the actual act.
And the most frustrating, sorry, I don't want to, I feel like I'm taking way too much time with this.
I like that.
But in both relationships that cheated on me and my current relationship, I've always said, like, hey, I understand, like, we're human and things happen and people fall out of love and whatever. It's complicated. Life's complicated. Things happen. I understand that. I'm not stupid. And if at some point you fall for somebody else, you fall out of love with me, whatever it is, be honest with me. Because, like, I'm someone who wants to be in a monogamous relationship. That's my thing. And if you don't want that with us anymore, that's fine. Like, that's life. It'll hurt. But, like, be honest with me, break up and move on.
Hurt less than being gaslit for months on end.
Yeah, and I feel like I can deal with that. It would be painful, so painful, but I can deal with that and still respect you in a way. Because, like, you know. But we had conversations like this, and they all agreed, like, yeah, of course, I'll break up before anything happens. Like, they swore, and we had an understanding, I thought.
Well, and that's what leads me to believe it's more in line with what Shane was alluding to, which is, like, no empathy.
These people are really great at, you know, lying. Like, they're really great at...
Sorry, I gave the 2 minutes, and it's not at all.
These people are master manipulators. They're great at lying. They're made at telling you what you want to hear.
Might get off to it.
Yeah, they're great at it's a long con. It's like that's their show, right? And also another thing to do with those types of people is once in therapy you get past it and stuff, you'll stop thinking about, like, when is karma going to get them? When are they going to get their comeuppance? When is whatever? Because their karma is that they're never happy ever.
They're living
their
miserably.
whole life is unhappiness, unfulfilled. And, like, hurting other people because they want to feel something. That's so sad. And you were the opposite of that. So you're so lucky. But yes, therapy and also making sure the current boyfriend isn't a psycho, which, you know, if you want me to meet him, I'll look in his eyes and I'll do a test.
Well,
if you want,
oh my God, I did meet him once. I need to look a little closer.
And then Chris, or to anyone that this might, if you find yourself in a similar situation to Chris, I'm going to give you harsh advice.
Uh-oh.
That I'm only giving you as something to throw out into the universe that you can take however you want, but I think it's good advice. Right now, and a lot of people, like, if you went through any kind of program or rehabilitation, it's also recommended. It might not be the best thing for you to be in this level of a committed and serious relationship, only because if you guys are both bringing baggage into it, you guys are damaging something that you're not able to put your full 100% happy selves in this relationship. So you could be tarnishing a beautiful relationship before it exists. For instance, and how to deal with that maybe is you guys obviously care about each other on a lot of ways, but maybe take a little bit of the pressure off of the relationship in certain ways. Give each other a little bit of space. And when I say a little bit of space, I don't mean because it's in a selfish way. I mean that give each other enough space to work on yourselves, because you're only getting the product that you're presenting to each other. And if you're able to up the quality of the product as individuals, the relationship even becomes better, and you're not worrying about stuff. Because I've gone through shit in my past and worried about, the cheating and this and that and feeling these insecurities. But now I've gotten to a point where I don't think I'm going to get cheated on. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. And if it happens, it's going to happen. And, then obviously it's not meant to be. And I can't say how I would feel about it, but it might be a good idea to look at different options of how to treat this relationship while you guys heal, because you're going to take it out on each other if you go through a moment. It's not going to be like, you might be there for each other sometimes, but inevitably you'll take it out on each other, and they'll start to be part of the history of this becoming a pattern. Mm-hmm. And that sounds like, maybe it sounds like real blunt or real whatever, but if you truly love this person, modifying the relationship to allow you guys' self-time to be better as individuals is only going to better it, So it's like, it's not a thing like, oh, I don't think you should be with him. I think you should, but I think you should really look at how to make it the best possible quality of a relationship. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. I don't know if that was something that, you want to take into consideration, and it's not a thing you should do immediately, but that's what I would say.
No. I mean, we both definitely want to work on ourselves. And I'm definitely need.
But it's hard to work more. It's hard to work on yourselves because you guys give each other opportunities to work on each other for each other, and that takes away from the time you could work on yourselves.
Well, I would say you're in a good place too, because you live far, so you guys don't live together. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be hard because maybe don't talk as much, but then when you see each other, once a week or whenever it is, it's going to be so exciting, so fun. You could talk about the things you've learned, the things you've grown, the things you've changed about yourself. Like, oh, what did you do? Oh, I learned this in therapy. Like, it'll probably bring you guys even closer, because then you guys are bringing your full selves to the relationship, and that's so much more beautiful than like bringing a broken self.
Yeah.
And you don't want that to become the pattern of the relationship. You want to open it up to more opportunities. I mean, like more experiences together.
I hear what both of you are saying, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah,
like if you're in the new stages of a relationship.
But that's anything. That's like getting in shape is easier said than done.
I mean, I've been in long relationships where we both knew that we probably needed to end it, but we felt like family. And it was like, well, I can't end this relationship because you're my family. You're my whole world. We have a dog. We have all these things. And like, but I'm not happy. You're not happy. We know we're not happy. We've talked about not being happy, and we hope it'll just get better. But the truth is, this is probably not the right relationship. And it was horrible and hard. And it took a year to break up with this person. It took a year, literally, of on and off and moving in and moving out and all these things. And now I look and it's like, that person is married and happy. I'm getting married and happy. We both have love for each other. I'm like, thank God. Not saying you need to break up. What I'm saying though is like, it is a lot of work and it is hard, but like, doing the work will really pay off. And I'm really proud of you, by the way, for talking about all this. I did not ever think you were going to talk about this. I literally have avoided talking about anything because I kind of knew some parts of the story. That was really brave. And a lot of people are going to connect to this and get help from this. So thank you.
Dude.
I mean, the craziest part is that what we talked about is like 1% of everything that happened. Yeah. Like there's so much more to the story.
Well,
yeah.
Work on 1% at a time, my friend.
True.
And you know what? That was braver than talking about chronic jacking off stuff.
So much braver.
Yeah, so clap for that.
Thanks, guys.
Wow.
Dude, you're getting so good at that, man.
Thank you.
Can you do a mystery one for me?
Oh.
That was a fucking test. You passed it, dude.
Yeah.
You killed it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick little break. I'm really proud of you. And yeah, and if you want me to cut any of that out, we will. And when we come back, conspiracy theories, let's all go give Chris a hug. Okay, I'm excited because this conspiracy is interactive.
Fuck yeah.
Which means, Chris looks horrified. No, don't worry. It's not going to be scary. It's not going to be like that intense, but it does involve dancing because this is a Mandela effect.
So random. It's not scary, but it does involve dancing.
Well, because dancing it can be scary for many.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very scary.
Okay, this is a Mandela effect about the Macarena. Now, we're all kind of old, right? But we all remember the Macarena.
Yeah.
And Macarena.
One, Maca, two,
Maca 3, Macarena, Maca 4, Maca 5. Yes. Now, there is a dance that goes along with the Macarena, and we all remember it. And I think we should all do it together.
With our eyes closed so we don't see?
Oh, good idea to test each other. Okay, ready?
I mean, I don't
With our eyes
fully remember it.
Perfect.
You guys do?
Do you remember it?
I think so.
Like
Of
beat for
course,
beat?
I think so.
Yes. Okay.
As long as 3 of us know it, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a
Okay,
good
so
selection
let's
pool.
all close our eyes. And you at home as well, join in the fun. Ready? And I...
One maca, 2 a maca, 3 a macarena. I'm a 4 a maca, 6 a macarena.
Hey, Macarena.
Jump around.
Okay. Actually, this is hard because I don't know what anybody does.
Okay, how about this? Let's do it with our eyes open.
Well, I was cheating. I was like,
Okay,
looking.
okay, let's just do it quick then. Like 1.5.
Okay, you know
speed.
what? No. I'm going to do it now for everybody at home and for you guys. I'm going to do how it actually goes. Or no, I'm going to show you the video of how it actually goes. And you tell me if this is how you did it.
Dude, that's such a good idea.
Macarena dance Mandela effect.
Hand, head, hip.
What?
It's the whole thing.
Okay, wait, one more time.
Okay, so this is the real way.
Hand, head, hip.
Watch the music
don't
video. Let's watch
cross?
the music video real quick, because I don't know.
It's from the music video.
Wait.
Let's watch one more. Let's just confirm. Can we confirm one more?
Wait.
So if you notice,
There's a whole thing missing.
there's a lot missing. There's none of this, none of the crossing, none
I
of
definitely
Yes.
remember the crossing.
Wait.
this music video.
What?
I'm so shook right now. I need a little bit more.
Who took the liberty to change it?
The government, CERN. We've talked about this. Okay, so we're watching the real music video. I don't want to get copyrighted, so.
This is a music video?
Oh, shoot this in. Oh, okay.
See?
What?
There it is.
Whoa.
None of what we're used to. What the fuck? Oh my god, do you remember those guys?
so upset.
iconic.
I'm leaving. I'm upset.
Is there a different verse Macarena versus
No.
the chorus Macarena?
Wait,
Is that
so
what I'm saying?
who?
Except the Mandela.
So who?
This is it.
There's definitely the flipping of the
No,
hand.
there's not.
And then there's
also the
definitely the
cross.
No.
chest.
Or,
There is
or
not.
cross, yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, this is big.
it is big.
Like Billy Ray had me fucking questioning life.
A lot. Mm-hmm.
And then I got over it.
Over it.
Time,
Who
whatever.
cares?
I got hungry, ate something. I got
Same.
over it. And, I got COVID. Boom, I'm done. And then now, though, I'm going to be staying up for a different reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into this.
Yeah.
No, we should ask people in our lives to send us videos of them doing the Macarena. Like my mom, she was around for that era.
I mean,
Your
there's
mom.
no way it's as simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It is though.
I'm gonna
No,
text.
there's the cross for sure. Like the cross is crucial.
Chocolate, come do the Macarena. Okay, ready? I just remember. Dun 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 Macarena, dun 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 Macarena, and then that's it. That's it. That's all I remember.
Okay, here's what I'll do.
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
cross is crucial.
let's see. Okay, Hotel Transylvania. I've never seen this movie, but there's a video called Hotel Transylvania Macarena. Let's see if they do the Macarena dance the way that we know it. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see these. What the fuck is this movie? Okay, let's see if these monsters. They're all doing the Macarena. Okay, hand.
Yes, they're flipping.
Oh, they're flipping their hands.
crossing.
They are.
They're doing the cross.
Oh my
They're
God.
doing the cross that I did. I
Oh,
did that
look.
cross. I did that exact one.
Well, they didn't even just do. They did two behind, like two lower.
I
They
did it exactly
front.
how they did it.
You do
Me
front
too.
and back.
Okay, that is crazy. I don't understand. I have a lot of questions. You guys at home, let us know in the comments. How do you Macarena dance? Are we wrong? Are the Transylvanians wrong?
I think they looked at it after the music video went live and thought this needs to change.
Interesting. Chris, you actually said that you have a couple Mandela effects, and I don't know them, so I'm excited.
I do. Okay, so I mean, I don't know if this is gonna shake. I don't know. Maybe these will be flops, but it really shook me. So, have you guys seen Scary Movie 2?
Yes.
Okay, so do you remember the guy with the funny
The hand.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember that there's a scene where someone's hanging from a balcony
Yes.
and he needs him to pick
Yes.
him up?
And he says, "Here, use my strong hand.
What does he say?
Here, use my strong hand."
What do you remember him saying?
I remember him saying something about his hand, and it was like a joke about it. So the strong hand makes sense.
My strong
Do you
hand.
remember anything?
I haven't seen it in years, but that makes sense.
In my mind, it was take my strong hand,
Uh-huh.
but still very similar.
Yes. Yeah, oh, take my strong hand. Yes,
Yeah,
that.
I thought for sure, like, and I've quoted this with friends many, many, many times, and like, it was always like, take my strong hand,
Yeah.
use my strong hand, or something like that. He doesn't say anything about like it's like literally he says take like it's like my little hand and my other hand is not strong enough. Like it's like
What?
So like hold on, let me see if I can find the clip.
No,
It's
that's what
so
it is because
wrong.
we used to quote that all the time.
Hold
No, it's take my strong hand.
He says, and this is a different part than when he talks. He puts in the mashed potatoes.
My germs.
That's a funny part.
How do people find these Mandel effects? This is crazy.
Oh, take my hand. Ah, come on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand. No, give me your other hand. Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand. No, get it away from me. Take it.
Whoa.
It's like completely different.
Okay, that is crazy because I've seen that movie like 500 times.
I've quoted it with so many friends. Like it doesn't make sense. So that really
We need
upset
to get Strong Hand Man on the show.
Oh,
That is crazy. Wow, good Mandela, Chris. That shook me.
It was that, and then the other one was I don't know if again. Do you guys remember?
You're batting a high average right now, bro. Don't doubt yourself. Come on.
Did you guys see Snow White?
But not in the
so.
last 25 years.
yeah.
So the main like queen goes up to a mirror.
Yes.
And says what?
I know this one, and it makes me angry. So
Wait,
I'll let Ryland answer.
mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the prettiest of them all?
Is that what you remember?
I know this one too, but yeah, I was under the mirror
Yes,
impression.
100%. Literally
So,
that.
Again, everyone says mirror, mirror on the wall. Apparently, it's magic mirror
Fuck
on
off.
the wall.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all?
Yeah, no, that's really crazy.
Fuck, they literally
she never
made.
said.
Didn't they make a movie called Mirror Mirror about
Mirror,
Snow
mirror.
White?
Maybe.
I would
Literally did.
never say magic mirror.
Mirror Mirror movie. They literally made a movie called Mirror Mirror. Yes, with Julia Roberts.
Oh my gosh, and Anne Hathaway?
Like, it's definitely mirror, mirror.
This is a movie
It
for
is.
me.
I don't know. That one really shook me. So those are the two that like really upset me.
Wow, good, Chris. Not only did you bring an emotional, intense, dark story and opened up and like inspired a lot of people, you brought two of the best Mandela effects we've ever had.
This is the Chris cast.
Yes.
Do you ever watch hockey?
Other than Mighty Ducks.
Do you watch bowling? Do you ever? Are you more familiar with bowling? No, fine. Who cares? In hockey, if you get 3 goals,
Uh-oh.
and I don't even know if goals is the right thing to say, in one game, that's called a hat trick.
Okay.
I think you have it in this episode, bro. Because he was bragging, cocky, heavily confident
Yes.
about a Peruvian fact that you have for this episode.
Oh my God, I
Do you
forgot.
feel like, are you even able to handle a Peruvian fact right now?
If it
Oh my
flops,
God.
this
Does
is
it
no-
hold up?
I literally
or don't-
forgot.
I didn't. I'm
Wait,
waiting.
It may
listen,
flop.
I'm willing to put the Peruvian fact inside of the conspiracy section. It's a little confusing, but if you're gonna bring us the heat, baby, then we're gonna get Peruvian.
I don't know if it lives up to all that. I really don't. I just thought it was kind of cool.
Oh,
no,
shit.
No, Chris, you deserve it.
Oh god.
Fuck conspiracies. Give us that Peruvian fact.
Chris is cool, he's from Peru. His Peruvian facts are fun for me and you.
Okay. Well, I mean, it blew my mind, but it's not that amazing. It blew my mind for a couple of reasons. One, I didn't know that pink dolphins existed in the
What?
world, but they do.
Pink?
And apparently, there are pink dolphins in the Amazon in Peru,
Is that how they make pink sauce?
and you
Sorry.
can go swimming with
Yuck.
pink dolphins in the Amazon.
Seems like a good photo op for me.
Peru. And it's like pink. It's like a fully
Oh my God.
pink dolphin.
It's like a bubblegum
It looks like a
pink.
tongue. It looks like a big tongue, but I love
Aw,
it.
it's like a hairless cat.
Isn't that
Oh my
crazy?
God, Chris. I'm not just
Dude.
saying this. Hat trick.
Oh no,
And
really?
in bowling, if you get 3 strikes in a row, that's a turkey.
Turkey, baby. Gobble, gobble, Chris.
And in my household, dropping a turkey is also meaning you made a big poo-poo happen.
Yes. Oh my
You dropped
God.
a turkey, dude.
Wow, good job, Chris. That's a good fact. And I love that animal. It's kind of grossing me out the more I look at it. But I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, good job.
It's a
Thanks.
precious creature.
It
I
really
love it.
is.
I love it.
Time for a recap. Here we go.
Lights, camera, action. Ryland's recap is about to happen. Ryland's recap.
today's episode of the Shane Dawson Podcast, the boys keep it real in fake designer.
Ooh.
I love that.
The episode takes a serious turn where the boys reveal their sexual scaries. I didn't want to get too dark, you know?
Sexual scare?
I guess
That
it's already
sounds like
happened.
the darkest way to say it. That's scary.
Can you imagine the STD lady? Okay, so we're going to check for some sexual scaries.
With STD Scares, the boys reveal what they have had. Sorry, Chris.
I've never had shit. Never had.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not to judge people who have, like Chris.
Today's episode was a full-blown Chris cast, having him hit a hat trick. Twitter is going wild with their reactions, raving that they want to see Chris's dick.
What?
They liked it so much. You know, the polls. We have live polls now, and it's saying, like, do you want to see Chris naked, or do you just want to cry? I don't know. And they all want to see him naked.
Dude, you beat crying.
Yay.
It's
Cool.
a happy episode.
It's hard to beat.
Okay, what else happened?
What did Jerid reveal?
What did I do?
I mean, Jerid looked incredible. This is his week.
Yeah, I think I definitely got more compliments than I ever have gotten, and it felt incredible.
Hold on.
Wow.
Jerid fuels incest rumors with brother Shane Dawson after looking jaw-droppingly gorgeous and showing us the photos of the century.
I can't do anything without these rumors.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
We can't even just be, like, in love with each other as brothers.
What were the conspiracy theories?
Oh, yeah. Chris doesn't have monkeypox. But he thought he did.
In shocking news, Chris woke up with a huge health scare. The man thought he had monkeypox, rushed to Kaiser Permanente, and it was revealed he just got in a dirty hot tub with some dirty people, and things did not go well.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Wait, I thought you were in it by yourself.
No. He asked if I was the only gay person.
But did gay stuff happen?
No. No gay stuff.
Okay.
I don't know how gay stuff happens with just one person. I guess you could slip a finger in your own butt.
Shane threatened to cut the dick off of Chris's boyfriend if he cheats on him. And he was not serious because he doesn't want to get sued.
Shane makes serious threats that have Chris's current
Allegedly.
boyfriend shaking. Although he said he was not going to kill his boyfriend and not going to cut his dick off, we all know what was implied.
Yikes. You said that you would kill me if I cheated on you.
Yeah.
So you made a threat.
Ryland reveals he will indeed kill Shane if Shane cheats on him, gives him chlamydia, and is a gaslighting asshole. And I can confirm I will kill him.
Yikes. Ooh. Okay.
Okay, on a lighter note, I just want to say, not to impede on the recap, but I've been working for a long time with a buddy of mine. His name is Joe. He goes by Aztec. We've been working on a project with another friend, and it's going to be out the same time as the podcast. So however you want to make it seem, do your thing, man. Make it seem exciting.
What's the website, or what do we plug?
Well, it's on my channel. It's Let's Mind Travel.
Okay.
If you guys didn't subscribe, make sure to check it out if it appeals to you, if you dig it. But my buddy, he's in a band. He does music. We did a day in the life of video. If you like true life and things like that, it's very much like a Vice piece, only cooler because we did it. You know?
Right.
But yeah, it's going to be on right after this. You can go check it out.
I think it's a shout out to Jerid's directorial debut.
Ooh.
In exciting Jerid news, he has revealed that he's dropping a documentary with his BFF Joe.
Coming
It's
for
going
me.
to be exclusively on his YouTube channel, Let's Mind Travel. It is out right now. It's in the description section below. Click, subscribe, like, comment, and support our brother on the podcast, Jerid.
I look like a director right now. I produced it mainly, but yeah. Producer swag.
We only have 30 seconds. That was an incredible recap. Good job. And Chris, that was an amazing episode. I'm so proud of you, and I love you, and we all love you, and we all care about you. And everybody in the comments agrees. Dick chopped if anything happens. I hope you guys had fun with whatever the hell this was, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Later.
Hi.